Butter butter is the name of the dance we do down Johannesburg way. Hit it!
Hey Shami, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing absolutely well in this messy COVID season. I hope you are doing amazing. I hope your friends are doing amazing. I hope your family is doing amazing. And I just hope everyone is doing their very best to stay indoors. But yeah, as you can see by the title of this video, we are doing my first segment into this whole kind of sphere where I'm chatting with my friends and we are doing a lot. And I feel like this is very necessary because, like, me and my friends have bomb-ass conversations about so many things. It's just that, like, we have conversations obviously not on camera. And I feel like our conversations would be so amazing, you know, if other people could see, like, the shit that we talk about and the shit that we get up to. Because I feel like we are so insightful. I feel like we are badass, bomb-ass bitches. And I feel like, we could doing it like it's our BZ. This is the first episode, and on today's damn episode show, we are talking about LOVE.
LOVE.
Guys, this is a very touchy subject.
It's a controversial.
It's only my third day out here, child.
Yeah.
It's only my third day out here. I don't know.
Yo.
You know what? Listen, this does not apply to her quiz. She's in love, honey. She's
She
like,
is.
baby, I love you.
You are my love.
So, today's topic is about love. I know I'm not introducing things very well, but yeah, we'll get into it, quiz. This video has been
Going on.
yeah, we've been trying to shoot this video for the
It's been
longest time.
coming.
Not, it's been coming.
No, sign language for coming.
And
Like,
my mom watches my videos.
it's sign language like coming.
And my mom is gonna know that you are the naughty friend. I use the one I'm
These are her friends.
You know, and user, him.
Chester.
And Soul
Excuse
City.
me.
Chester.
I'm sorry to those kids. Do honors and get it to Korea. Thank you.
Oh.
I know you did not just come for
Were you trying to address me?
Who is wrong in acrimony? Luanda. You were wrong.
Okay. That time I've been
Okay.
living like a virgin.
Say hi, my love.
Who
Please see
hasn't?
if you can close the door.
I just feel it's a bit weird that the people who haven't been living in celibacy telling me that I'm this kid from Soul City.
What are you talking about? I follow the Lord Jesus Christ.
He's coming for you.
I follow the Lord Jesus Christ.
I wasn't
next
playing
year.
Hide the Sausage in less than 48 hours ago. Thank you. Hide the Sausage, we found it.
Miss Jackson.
Miss Jackson.
I am for real.
Okay, the first question says, what does love mean to you? You don't have to be deep. If like it does not mean anything deep to you, like just don't, you know. But like, what does it mean to you? And it doesn't necessarily have to be like a partner or whatever. It can be friendships, it can be family. Like what the word love, what kind of adjectives sort of come to your mind when you think
Yo,
about
teacher.
love?
Adjective.
He called me Big Purple.
He called me back. So I'm gonna start. Okay. I think love for me it means, or to me it means honesty, it means consistency, it
Yes.
means, you know, us being able to call each other out when there's bullshit going on.
Yeah.
It means being open, it means being yourself, it means, you know, giving and receiving.
So like a comfort zone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. For me, it definitely love. I do not believe in the notion that love, any kind of form of love, whether it's friendship, romantic, love, family, love should be very seamless.
Absolutely.
Right.
Like this whole high
Unconditional.
maintenance thing.
Yeah, unconditional as well. Like, so that's what love means to me. Like, I don't believe that you should motherfucking fight in for love. Love should come so
It
seamlessly
should
and
be
so
natural.
naturally, you know? So yeah, that's what it means to me.
Communication as well. Like, baby,
Yeah.
if I can't talk
Yo.
to you,
Then who
If
the
I-
hell
then-
am I going to talk to?
yeah, like,
Dude,
look,
communication definitely, and it has to be consistent. Sorry
It
for
has
cutting
to.
you. Sorry
Definitely.
for cutting you, but it has to be consistent. Communication is
Oh my
key.
gosh, she's a Vodacom lady. You have less than $2.99 in your account. Sorry for cutting you. Anyways,
get the fuck out.
On my house.
Get the fuck out of my house.
but for me, like, love is like a feeling from your heart.
If you don't give me butterflies or goosebumps, I don't love you.
Actually, we're gonna get to that.
Think about it.
Actually, we're gonna get to that.
Do
We're gonna
you
get
do you
to that.
subscribe to that notion?
I feel like, okay, actually, I'm
That's part of
lying.
the
I could say
feeling,
that
but like,
the
nah.
feeling, being in love, and loving someone, two different
It's
Two
things.
different
different
things.
things,
Oh,
yeah.
most certainly.
Because friends' feelings change all the time. You're not gonna always look at your partner
Partner
and
and have
feel
There's
goosebumps or
those.
butterflies. Like
True,
there are
true.
days when you're gonna want to look at him and be like,
Yeah.
I hate you. Like
I bloody hate you.
I'm gonna go for the juggler right now. I hate you, but is that beyond that? Like when you don't feel love with that person, which is the person with that person? That person needs to be a friend first.
To make it love.
To
Also,
make
if I
it
cannot
love.
be your friend, I can't be. I won't lie to you. I can't be in love with you.
Because I feel like with when you are friends with a partner, the pretentiousness of things goes
Goes
out the
away.
window. You know, you can be yourself.
Because you're comfortable around them.
You can,
And that's the most
you can
important
motherfucking
thing.
fart.
And
And
if you
laugh
can't
about
fart,
it.
if you can't poop in front of your partner,
How go lo gakak?
how can imagine now the whole
There's not
weekend it is
love.
you now. Constipation, baby.
On the flight to
Baby.
You're
Dubai.
trying to be cute for someone. No, that's not like
Jimmy.
you're my friend.
Kiri motor iri. If ha go kakeki, ha go lavi.
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out of my house. Period.
No, that is true. I have to be comfortable around you. Yo, you have to be my
Super
friend.
comfortable. Super comfortable.
So the common themes are just like, okay, we need to feel comfortable around the person. It needs to be
Open.
unconditional. It needs to be
Communication.
Open.
It's
And
just
communication comes
consistency.
naturally. Where it's just like,
Consistency. It really is
Consistency.
just about being consistent because I feel like in today's, and maybe this is another one of the question, but I feel like in today's society, this hookup culture has got us fucked up.
Chill.
Not Tinder, child.
Not
Tinder,
Tinder.
not-
This hookup culture has got us fucked up
Tinder.
where the only thing that guys want to do is let's see where this vibe goes.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I don't like that. I don't like it.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
I don't.
It's like,
I
but
hate
for me, I just feel like one man's let's see where this vibe goes is another man's. This is the direction we're heading.
That's
in.
true. And that's the thing, like, I feel like when someone knows what they want, they will show you. Like, I think my
They'll
biggest
put in that
mistake,
effort, yeah.
my biggest mistake is always, like, assuming that, oh, maybe this person had a bad day, or maybe no. When someone knows their intentions, they will tell you, like, they will show it, like,
Men are very intentional.
They are.
Very intentional. I don't think people understand that. If a man wants to go all out for you, he will
will.
go all out for you, my baby. He will not.
everyone
he will,
always second,
no
and it's the
holds
same with
barred.
women,
He
like,
will- even women. No, but women are more. We're very emotional creatures.
We
so
are.
I will go out for the shittiest of niggas.
True.
But a shitty nigga will go out for a hun he really wants to be with. That's the
True.
truth.
And it's always that notion that if a man wants you, he will show
He
you.
will show you, my baby. You'll never question
that's the
like, does this
thing.
guy like me?
I think, like, we always, like, make excuses for people, and it's just like, you don't want to be in that space. Like, if someone really likes you, they will show you that they
They
like
will.
you. I've learned to take, like, people's intentions for exactly what they are. Don't, like, overthink things. Don't just take it for what it is.
Don't overanalyze.
Peace.
Don't try to piece together that, oh, he
What,
said this.
what someone is
Does
showing
this
you is
mean he likes
exactly
me?
what it
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
Like,
Like literally one of my friends, I remember I was going through the most. You guys know, you know. I was going through the most with this one guy, and I kept on saying to her, like, I don't know, like, how this guy feels about me. She's like, the mere fact that you're questioning it is already an off.
Absolutely.
You deserve to be with someone who is sure
about you.
You know?
And
like,
makes it known.
And makes it known. Like, all these cat and mouse games, child.
Absolutely.
My baby, we're too old. Let's start there.
Old, my baby.
If you want to play cat and mouse, my baby, go to someone who's 19 years old.
If you want Tom and Jerry, watch Cartoon Network.
The second question is, what's your take on dating in Asia or in a foreign country, specifically Korea? Like, what's your take? What do you think? Oh, Charlie, has
So I'm just gonna go get one.
She's getting the fuck out of this house. What do you think? For me personally, I don't like dating here.
I haven't dated here. I mean, you will
only
give
my
us
third day out here.
that bit. I almost said
Guys, literally, Lisiko just came and she just got in a relationship. I'm like, this bitch is so lucky. How? When we've been fighting.
We've
for
been
our
fighting,
life.
man. We've been fighting.
Literally,
We've been fighting.
actually, Lisiko, she literally connected with this guy. And that's how it happens, actually.
They literally met on the street.
It was chance.
It was
chance.
fate.
It was by
It was a
chance.
street.
It was fate.
We were riding the streets.
It was fate.
We were running. We were being hot girls. I won't lie, all of us.
I was there,
equally.
but it was fate.
Real hot girl shit.
I
was
don't even know how
fate.
you
It
met
wasn't
him. Was I
even-
there?
Friend, it was.
She wasn't.
I wasn't there.
She went home that
It was
day.
very weird, but if I think about it, it feels very like
It was fate.
supposed to happen.
It
We
was
went to a bar we
Yeah.
didn't supposed to go to. We
We
never
weren't
go to
supposed
that bar.
there.
The thing is also
Was that the day that was this Robin's birthday?
Yes. You
Oh,
had to
yeah,
go back.
I went home,
You had
yeah.
to go back. And the bar, like literally, they only wanted like people who were vaccinated.
Oh.
And some of us were like half vaccinated and all that stuff.
I
They,
wasn't
like-
even vaccinated.
And the thing is, like, I think her man was holding the fort for his friend. Like his friend was supposed to like look at and check people who are vaccinated at the club.
And it's a bar we never go
And
to.
then we never go to. And then like we saw this gorgeous man, and we're gonna go in. And like as we went in, he's like, vaccination cards, please. We're like, we don't
We're like,
got
no.
none.
We ain't got that shit. Now we do. Now we do.
He's like, this nigger.
So the moral of the story is, if in Asia you want to date someone, go to a bar you don't go to.
Yes. No.
So
She was charged.
he was looking for like vaccination cards, and we were like, we don't got none.
Charge.
And then homegirl saw a chance. She's like, same.
Sad thing.
But he saw you first. He looked at you
Yes,
first.
yes.
But he looked at you
Even
first.
after
And
that, like we
she
were on
was
the
also
street
like,
afterwards, and he found you. Like he literally found you afterwards.
To go back to the question, like,
Yeah.
dating in Asia is rough. Yes,
it's crazy.
I mean, rough. But it's also because, like, people here are.
No,
In
orange.
any expect
What is that line that Drake says? Here for
A good
here
time,
for a
not
good
long
time, not for a long time. That's
Basically.
exactly what people here
Oh,
are,
that's
because
the difference.
you only come here with the intention of being here for a year.
I don't listen to it.
Yo,
Yeah, but that's
finish the
the-
bottle, why don't you?
but
I'm
it's
joking. I'm joking.
Bitch.
But like for me, dating in Asia is like I don't even go
Take
to
the
gym.
drugs.
I don't go to gym, but I've done so much cardio by dating here. Like it's literally your heart rate.
Guys,
will
can
go
I
up
just
and
say?
down.
Can I just say, in terms of like dating in Korea specifically, I cannot speak to other countries,
Yeah.
but in this particular space, in this region, it's very ghetto in a sense that everyone is just here just to fuck shit up and leave.
Yes.
You know,
English
it's like,
teachers,
it's like
military,
people also
sportsmen.
hide behind the pretenses that they want something serious, but then they don't. They just want to fuck
That's
shit up
okay.
and just move on. And for me, I don't like that. I don't like that
Like
because
Like, what are your intentions from the get go? And
Exactly.
like don't
And if-
lead me on, don't string me along and make me think that
that's
it's going
my
to be
chat.
something.
That's my chat.
And then, like,
That's my chat. And I don't like niggas here. Cause I feel like if we cannot get niggas in Korea, then where the hell are we gonna get niggas?
Niggers.
Japan.
Yes. So yeah, like in
Osaka.
the hookup
Osaka.
culture, I always say to Karen, like, hooking up or the hookup culture is the biggest myth of the 21st century. Like, we have been sold into this idea that your 20s are for your hoeing and all that stuff, and which they are. Like, just hoe and, you know, test the waters and all that stuff. But I feel like for me personally, I'm not a dip it and do it kind of person. Like, I'm a dip it and stay. Like, I want to dip it with you and be like...
And dip it for long and learn.
Yeah, and I'm like, what do you want? Do you want eggs for breakfast?
Kids
Like,
is
do
like,
you want
"Tell me
waffles?
more."
She's like, tell me more.
Tell me
I'm like, do you
more.
want breakfast? Why are you looking at me like this?
She's like, carry on.
Do you have something to say?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Continue, sir.
She's dying.
No.
Continue, sir. I'm
No,
joking.
but the mere fact
I'm
is, I've
joking.
been here
I'm joking.
a shorter while compared to my friends.
Yeah.
They've been here for a while. I only know a portion of it, and what I've
Yeah.
seen from it is very scary out here. Like to
It's-
date, if you're a lover, child, if you're certified,
This is the Kruger
if
National
you're a
Park.
certified lover,
Do not leave your car.
don't come here.
Don't
Don't
do it.
don't do it.
Don't do it.
Because it's gonna catch up with
It's rough.
But also, there's a lot of good-looking people
Oh
sometimes.
yes,
yeah.
no, not sometimes.
There's no doubt
all
about
the
that.
time.
All the time. Like,
All
there's
the
no doubt
time.
about that. Like, one thing I can say, yeah,
Oh, the black people here, you're just like, woo.
Everyone is cute. I will say, like, black people are cute, like, Koreans are cute. I don't know about the other people.
I mean, the heart is good.
Who's the other people?
Biden is everyone's president in this.
We
world.
love Biden.
No, is everyone's president away?
In our sexual organs.
Whore.
Yikes on bites.
Oh, say, can you see?
Biden is your president.
Biden has been
But
our
no, Tony,
president
when
on
I
a
say
few
he's been
occasions.
our president is because the black American people here are very beautiful.
They
They
are.
are. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Very,
Wow.
very wow.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's only my third day out here, and
Period.
But
and
also
what I
something-
gather is very scary because even in my first month, I wasn't dating in my first month.
Yeah.
I was scared, panicking in the
To death.
first month.
To death. Imagine
was like,
how scared I felt.
Oh my gosh, that's such
Trust me, bana ba
a-
bantuzan. Nah, because Korea, I do not know. It's like everyone just comes here to like they want to just fuck you up and go.
And go.
And the thing is, literally, and the thing is like, and especially these military men.
That is another topic.
That's
For
another
another
topic.
day.
Listen, I survived 2.5 years and then I fell into the trap. Yo.
Literally, we survived.
And the thing is, I don't even want to talk about like my shenanigans. Like,
Let's not even go there. It's heartbreak
But-
after heartbreak.
I feel like the people who watch my channel, they know. Like, I've been posting stories about these niggers. Niggers.
I feel like you have to make yourself, especially with especially
You have
with
to turn yourself to stone.
You have to turn yourself into stone,
stone,
even if that's
yeah.
not who you truly are. You have to turn yourself into stone because it's like you have to go in with the intention of you are a fuckboy. I do not want to fall for you, so I'm gonna be just
Actually,
as
all bases.
fucky as you are.
Yeah.
Even if that's not who
you
you
really
really
are.
are,
And for
but
me,
you have
I'm
to do it to
like
guard
you.
your heart and to protect
And for
yourself.
me, I'm like
That's
that.
how
I'm
it is.
Hunsan,
so
Camp
love.
Carol, Camp
I'm
Humphreys,
so love.
Osan
Osan,
Airbase,
oh my
Camp
gosh.
Carol, all of them.
I'm like that, and for me, I love showing love because I'm a
Camp
Pisces.
Cassie.
Pisces.
I'm a Pisces.
I
child,
love
like,
love.
I love love.
I
as
love
well,
love,
sir.
but like
Guys, have you guys been by that base by North Korea, Camp Cassie?
Well,
Camp Casey.
What was
Camp
you
But
Casey.
doing?
isn't it in Bichongbo?
We just, that's the most ghetto one. That is the most ghetto out of
You
all
are
of them.
a traveler.
Those ones live in dorms.
What a nomad.
No, do you know people live in barracks and they have their own room? Not at Camp Cassie. They literally live in a dormitory of 12 people. It's boarding school. It's,
And you've been inside.
John, how do you know? Like,
And he's been inside, and we're not allowed inside. How did you get in?
how do you get in?
It's a chat for another day. So this question is for anyone who feels. I think this excludes Lesego, but it's for anyone who feels like they haven't discovered this yet. But do you think you will ever meet your soulmate
Yes.
in Korea?
Not. That is a negative.
No.
No. That is a
Not yet.
negative. I do not plan on being here for the
I
rest
don't know.
of my
I think
life.
I've met a
I have-
soulmate before.
Where are you gonna meet your soulmate, girl?
I
In
have-
South Africa.
No.
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 Listen.
Listen.
Phandle, ngikhe amatshe ngiwadle. Nhlanzi, nkeki.
Son.
Because that's some bullshit.
So I don't plan on meeting my soulmate because
Yeah,
that's not in my
plan,
control.
yeah.
You can't plan these
You
things.
sure can.
You no, you can't.
me, you
really.
can't.
You can't
Ah,
plan.
awesome.
You
can,
can't.
you can pivot.
No, my darling. I don't plan on
Manifesto.
meeting my soulmate, but all I know is, regardless of where I am in life,
It's not
if
gonna
that
be the same.
person is meant to be mine, we will find each other.
That's true.
True.
That's what it comes down to.
It's literally what I said to you the other day.
Like literally,
I was
like if it's
what's
meant for you,
it will never
and
miss
it
you.
will never miss you. It will never
It
slip
will never
through your
miss you.
fingers.
It will
like,
find you at the
whether
right
I've
time.
met you before and we have to reconnect, or
Then so
if you're a
be it.
new person, like
But do you ever, sorry to cut you off, do you ever have that feeling where you are like, just realizing things? You know, like Kylie's like, oh, this is the year of realizing things.
Like the year of just realizing stuff, and everyone around me were all just like realizing things.
Where like you sit down and you're just like, but there's 7 billion people in the world. Where the hell am I going to find this person?
true, that's true.
You'll find that person.
Can I
That
ask you guys
sounds
a question, though?
I
magnificent.
need to
Just-
drink more alcohol.
Can I ask you guys a question off of Nico's question?
Uh,
Do you guys think that in this lifetime you can meet more than one soulmate?
Yes.
I think it's possible.
Yes.
Because like there's people who I've met in my past, I'm like, actually that could have been my soulmate and I wouldn't mind settling with that person.
So more than one soulmate. Do you
It
rate that there's
happens.
one
romantically?
more than- Yes.
But I think like
Romantically, every possible way, friend. Like every possible way.
But I
think
also
so
think
too.
like if a soulmate is like you meet certain people at certain parts of your life also, you know, maybe you
like
can have
everyone, do you
multiple
mean like everyone
soulmates.
has a season?
You can have multiple soulmates. I think like
Multiple?
it happens. Like in certain
Yeah.
parts of your life, like
I
you
don't know.
will.
That's a hard question.
I feel like you could.
Okay, let
I
me
feel
ask.
like, sorry, friend, yeah?
Yeah, let me ask you guys this: have you, prior to coming to Korea, have you met someone that you felt like was
This is
your
the
soulmate?
one. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
You have, right?
Yes.
I have.
So, judging off of that, do you think that moving forward, right, in your life, that you can actually meet someone else?
Yes.
Yes.
Your soulmate?
Then yes, yes.
Yes, right?
I always say this because I always think like, okay, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I don't remember who I had a crush on at this time 3 years ago. Like it seems so irrelevant. And to be honest, next year there's new people that I don't even know who I'll meet, and I might fall in love head over heels over that person, and I'll be watching this video and being like, I predicted that. Okay, so yeah.
I sure do. I feel like we as humans are. I always say this as well to my students. Sorry, this is not a teachable moment, but I always say that we are so multifaceted as human beings, and I hate this whole notion of that in society you have to be rigid and move along this path and do this. Like you grow up in high school, you study accounting, you have to be an accountant, you have to go to university, study
Humans are so
accounting,
fluid.
do accountancy when you're done. Like as people, we have so many talents, we have so many areas in our lives that need exploration. And I always tell my students about Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences, that we as people can have kinesthetic intelligence, mathematical intelligence, interpersonal. We have so many different things that make us as human beings.
Yeah.
So how in the world do you think you're just gonna find one person?
One person.
Where there's 7 billion people in the world?
Just out of the blue, there's just one person.
I mean,
That's
come on.
impossible.
That's a lot of people.
It's
in
a
this
lot of
world,
people.
child.
And going back to what you said, friend, like I've also felt like my first boyfriend was my soulmate.
You always
know?
feel
Did you
like
really?
that,
I
though.
didn't.
I
with mine.
did. I love that man. I wanted to lick every
friend,
inch of his soul.
same. I felt like your eye died. Ooh.
What did you say again?
But I genuinely felt like the first person I dated, guys, I was head over heels in love, and I
I
felt like
was
this was my
too
first one. Stupid. And you know what? When I think about it now, though, it was a very toxic relationship for how young I was. That was
Yes.
when I think about it
Me
now,
too,
I'm like,
yes.
child, you were
Wow.
toxic as
Thank you, darling.
Also,
Tell
me,
me.
he was.
okay, never mind. We're off the camera.
Yeah, but he was very toxic, but I felt very in love. And
Yeah.
guess what? You meet the second person, you feel in love.
I
Even though
felt
they're not
like
your-
I was
That's the thing, you always
years
meet
more
someone.
mature than he was with my first relationship. Years more mature than he was in terms of everything. But yeah, like I don't.
You always meet
I don't even know why I
someone.
held on to that. Like I was young and I was stupid.
Okay, the follow-up question to that question is that what do you think is hindering you from finding your soulmate?
In Asia.
The Asia.
Asia.
Asia. It's just the whole continent.
The whole fucking continent is stopping you from finding the love of your life.
Personally, I think it's just like there's distance, there's me working. I only have free time on the weekends. But when I see people in person, I think I genuinely connect. But like this whole thing of going on social apps doesn't work for me.
Social media apps are a big thing here.
Don't you think like that's
Yeah.
an excuse though?
That is an excuse.
No, it's not an excuse, to be honest. Like,
No, not the whole working
Yeah.
thing. Like
no, I'm just saying, okay, Monday to Friday I'm occupied with work. I'm not going to meet someone during the week.
Shami,
to
you're
be
not
honest.
Yeah,
occupied
no,
like
no.
that.
I meet people during the week.
no, but you can still
Really.
speak. You don't have to meet them during the week, but you can still speak.
Okay,
right?
but the people I
But it's also,
preferably...
but you're right. Like in Asia, it's
people-
hard, especially with
It
our
is
working
hard.
hours.
Okay.
It is hard.
Don't get me wrong,
Sorry.
the people I prefer to meet live within a certain location. So I can only
All
go
the
there on
hot
a
boys.
weekend.
Or the maybe my American boy.
American boy.
That's true.
No,
That's
for
true.
me personally.
And then
you know
also-
what? No, oh, sorry, friend. Continue.
It's just like the dating apps for me. I find it so pretentious. Like I'm better
They
off
are.
talking with someone in person.
Yep.
They
Like on the
are.
apps, it's like, hey, what's up? What's up? And then where does it go from there?
But the thing is like,
book?
but the thing is like, friend, you also have to recognize that like we are in a different caliber. We cannot afford to not use the dating apps.
You're a
That's true.
minority, yeah.
Yeah, we are a
We're a
minority.
minority,
Say
yeah.
that again.
We're a minority.
No. We cannot afford.
Afford to not use the apps.
I don't use
Because
the
we're-
apps.
Yeah, Chum, because
You
you're a hot
are-
girl.
you-
I'm a hot girl.
No, besides being a
I
hot
do
girl.
hot shit.
No, besides being a hot
But she
girl.
goes to the right location.
I don't know.
Woo! She's a hot girl, Chum.
I know,
She's
I'm
a
saying,
hot
but like
girl.
she doesn't
She is
use
a
the
hot
apps,
girl.
but she goes to the right location.
No,
you
I'm
wouldn't
saying-
just
I'm
go
saying-
to
I'm saying-
Ginger.
But think about all the girls
No,
that are
no,
not
no.
hot girls.
No, guys. You
struggle,
guys are
man.
missing what I'm trying to
Okay.
say.
Yes. Continue.
Besides being a hot girl, you guys are heterosexual women. You can walk up anywhere and be like, you
Oh,
know,
you mean in that regard?
you understand
okay.
it.
Okay. Okay.
You know, for me, I am not a heterosexual man, so I cannot walk up to anyone and be like, "Hi, what's good? What's poppin'? What's you know?" I have to use the apps to establish that kind of connection before we can even take it to another level.
Because it's just harder in this country.
And me being a nigger,
Nigga.
niggers, it's harder. You know, when you are black and you are like, this is a conversation like I've been having with you, Karen, as well. Like I've been having with my best friend as well from back home. Like it's
Zanele.
just Z Cabane. But like it's
We know you.
hard. It's hard. So I feel like for me personally, I don't necessarily think that there's anything hindering me. There is. It's the niggers out here. But I don't know. I don't feel like there's anything in particular that's holding me back because I feel like as a person, you guys know I explore. Like I do the most. Like
Come through, Dora.
I'm horror.
Dora the horror.
Dora the horror. Like I'm very open in a sense that like I literally am open to multiple guys. Like whether you are Korean, American, you know, like South African, like South Africa with a grain of salt. But I'm just open to different guys out there. So I don't necessarily feel like I'm closing myself off to many things. So there's nothing that's hindering me. I just maybe feel the right person is on their way. It's not my time
And
yet.
they will come.
It's
And it's-
Guys, with all the
exhausting.
people that there are in this world, there's absolutely no way you cannot have a soulmate. I promise
It's
you.
so
There's no
exhausting.
way.
There's like so many people.
It's
Guys,
exhausting though sometimes.
Friend, but also when I think about the certain guys we have been around, you can smell from a mile away that these men are here for a good time, not
Not a long time.
You can smell it off
You
of
can
them.
smell it
He doesn't
off
have
of
to
them.
tell you that I'm here for a year.
You can read the
and
energy,
You can
baby.
read.
You can read the energy.
Yeah, you know.
True,
And you know it's unfortunate that now you have to class every single man like
Yeah.
that. Like
Unfortunately.
unfortunately, all these men are like this. So now we have to act accordingly and have to be cold. Because if
True.
I'm too nice, men are going to be showing me flames in this country.
True.
You know?
True. I get that. I just also feel like we just need to
Get the fuck out.
Woo!
You gotta just pop your pussy more of it.
Right, let's move on to the next question.
Okay, the next question says, what's your take on love at first sight? Do you think it's a thing? It's a myth? It does not
Not
exist?
love.
Lust.
Because that exists, hey? Lust at first sight, yes, definitely.
Love at first sight, like, what do you think about it?
It's possible.
Lust.
How?
Rest,
Explain. Rest.
Forward to rest.
Explain. I need the science behind
It's
that.
possible. I think like
How?
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna mention any names, but I've been in that kind of situation.
No, I want to know how it happened.
Jen.
Give us a case scenario. Like, give us a for
I was
Looked at
at
him and
Blue
you were like,
Opera,
I'm in love.
and person A came, and then we've just like been talking forever.
That's lust, friend.
That's lust.
It's not love.
You were lusting.
because we've
What
never
did
been
you do
together.
after?
Did you not want to fuck him and suck him and suck his dick?
No. None of that happened.
Chummy, how long were you guys talking for?
We still talk to this day.
To this day. Then that's your friend.
That's your.
That's your friend.
That's your best friend.
friendship. That's friendship.
Your best friend. You're a real bad
That's
bitch.
But when you are saying like it comes from friendship and then
Jimmy, no. Your guys' whole thing is you've been talking and nothing but talking.
Is that your bestie in the barracks?
Is that your bestie in a tessie?
in the bearings.
In the barracks.
No, friend,
I'm
that's your
a kid.
bestie.
That's your bestie.
And also, like, I do believe though, you can meet someone. It's either these case scenarios. You meet someone, you see them for the first time, and you admire them.
That's true.
Or you meet someone
But it's not like
and you
in
see
the
them for the first
movies.
time, you're like, yo, this man is hot.
Beautiful.
Is that not lust, though? Is that not lust? That's lust at first sight.
Lust at
That's
first sight.
first sight.
That's lust at first
So
sight. Like,
this-
I feel like you can't love a person
Just based off
off their
Nah.
physical looks
You
and be like,
can't.
I'm in love
That's
with you. That's not
pretentious.
love at first sight.
That's pretentious. as
That
well,
is
guys.
lust at first sight because you're looking at their physical looks. Love is you have gotten to know their hearts,
Yeah.
their
And
values.
the worst of them, and you can actually like accept
The
it.
worst of them because
The
look,
worst.
there's actually I find a
Yeah, that is love.
like I find a quote because you know I'm the quote
She's
queen.
She's inspirational.
I am the quote.
No, which brings me to I want Karen to first make her point, and then I want to speak about this because it's something that I went through recently, and I feel like it left me puzzled, and I discussed it with you guys. You guys know what the sitch is, but people back at home, baby, they do not know what the hell's going on. And you can quote, friend.
Right, okay, so there's this really amazing person that I follow on Instagram. Her name is Adara Sharon. And I've been following her through her single years and through
not an
meeting her husband
advertisement.
now. Like seriously, like she's really amazing. But anyway,
Not an ad.
she posted this thing and she was like, you need to learn and see how a man handles himself in anger, in disappointment, in grief, in stress and fear. And it's super important, like, because you need to know how he's going to handle himself in those situations when you're with him.
Yes.
Like, also
Yes.
previous traumas.
Woo!
Like,
we don't talk about that
we
enough.
don't
eh?
talk about that enough because it's like all of that deep stuff,
We don't
and
talk
not a
about
lot
that
of people are willing to have those deep conversations
Yeah,
with
some
you.
guys.
Like, you need to know how a man completely shuts down at the mere side of conflict. Like, and I've
I
just
don't like
gone
that.
through that.
I like it. That's
Like, I've
abusive.
just gone through that where it's like you formulated something in your head and you shut down instead of wanting to communicate.
Those are abusive behaviors. I'm like you. I'm like
So yeah,
K for
Sorry, friend.
cancelled.
Okay, for cancelled. Also, like, that's very abusive for
Very.
me. Because, like, you know,
manipulative.
very manipulative, and you know, you being silent and giving me the silent treatment is gonna fuck me up.
Yes, that's
So
abuse.
why would you intentionally
That's
do something that
abuse.
you
That's
know would hurt me? That's abusive. You know, I don't like it.
I
And
don't
it goes back to that whole thing of like, it's very important to be open and communicative in a relationship. Like, just talk through shit, dog. Even if like it's uncomfortable, boo what?
Yeah.
Talk.
Can't date someone that doesn't want to have uncomfortable
Yo,
conversations.
friend, I cannot do that. Like, I can't. Which goes back to like what I was talking before, you know, because we jump from topic to topic. That whole notion of love at first sight.
Yeah.
So
That does not exist.
child, listen, sir, not you giving me that Zeke.
You like it?
Don't see it.
You guys are just getting Thailand.
So, I had the situation. Oh, do you have a headache?
I do.
Oh, bitch. From like a dick.
No, but as long as the What? What is going on? What did we miss?
Because this. How?
Get the fuck out of my
Get the fuck out.
What did we miss?
Nico, repeat it again.
Nothing.
Yes.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Then she was like, what's wrong? You know, I didn't forget what's about.
No, Luanda said, oh my god, I have a headache. And then Nico said, it's like,
No, so like, I want to speak about like the thing that I went through recently.
yeah.
Where so me and this guy, right, we matched on Tinder and we were talking, right? It was a fun vibe, like we matched on the Friday night and then like the whole entire Saturday we were like we did like we are talking as if like we've been knowing each other for years. You know, we are revealing our deepest not secrets necessarily, but things that have happened to us. And he's from no one knows him. Fuck him. He's from a Muslim background, so he was just telling me, because you know how religious they are, and he was just telling me like, you know, he came out to his parents and all that. So I feel like I'm revealing a story.
It's
okay.
Yeah,
Cut.
it's okay.
That's okay.
So he's from a very religious background. He was just telling me like how, you know, he can't be open and stuff. And you know, like we were just revealing personal things, and I was telling him like about my first experiences dating and all that stuff. Like it was just a very nice conversation, man. And in that moment, oh Malta, to you whore. I want some as well, please.
Continue with your story.
Is it good?
It is more, baby.
Is it fucking more?
It's Karen.
I haven't tried
And
it.
it's so moist.
I haven't tried
Chummy.
it.
Chummy, what?
Can I try it, kids? I haven't tried it.
So
You want to
good.
you want to
It's so
I'll
good.
just try like anything.
What are you eating?
Chummy, get just drunk. Oh
It's so good, huh?
my god, friend, that is so good. What the fuck?
It's also giving cheese.
Guys, I like the way we're eating books.
Cheesecake. No touch.
I like the way
It's the
we're
whore.
sharing.
It's the what?
It's the whore.
Nigger.
We are Eskimo sisters now. Fork guys. Fork.
With who?
With the.
Oh. I was like, yeah. And then so yeah, we talking, and then like, you know, for me personally, like I love postponing things that are inevitable, like because like I'm always so scared and all that stuff. And I just decided for the rest of this year, because I always say no. I was like, the rest of this year is gonna be my yes year. Like
Yes,
a nigga, I don't have to like him. Do you want to go on a date? Sure. Do you want to do this? Sure. Do you want to go hiking? Let's go. You know, I feel like I hold myself back on so many levels when I always say no. So I just decided, you know what, with this
Do you
guy,
want to give me this t-shirt?
I'd rather die. Don't be sneaky like this. So like with this guy, he was like, let's meet next week. So we started chatting on the Saturday. He's like, next Saturday, let's meet. I was like, okay. And then he was like, he can come to my area. I was like, you know what? Let's do Seoul, because he stays in Seoul. Let's do Seoul, because I've never been to Seoul. So I dial up my friends. I dial you guys up. I'm like,
It's not day.
I'm like, guys, let's do Seoul. You know, I've never been to Seoul. And it's my first time, and I'm going on a date as well. Like, let's go. And my bitches were like, let's go. So we went to Seoul and all that stuff. And I was very excited for the date, obviously, because I was just like, oh my god, me and this guy connect so much. Like, we connect on a fucked up level. I'm even scared the way that we fucking connect.
So you were very happy that day.
I was
with how the outcome
so
was.
happy. Like, I was so happy.
It sounded so genuine.
Right? I was so happy. And then, like, I go on the date with him. And then, like, you know that thing. Guys, one thing I'll say is that our intuition, it does not lie. like our gut feeling, that thing that you feel in your stomach when something is about to go left, right, center. You should always trust that shit because it's right. You know? So we meet up and stuff, and when we meet up, I'm like, there's an energy shift. I'm like, something ain't right. Like, this is not the same energy I was feeling over text. This is not the same energy that we're exchanging over a few days ago.
But did you feel comfortable in that date though? Like,
Listen, yeah, I did. Listen, friend, listen, I did. And then we hug, and I'm like, hi, hey, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then, like, we find a restaurant that we sit at. And initially, obviously, it's a date. I haven't been on a date, like, in years. I'm nervous as hell. I'm, like, talking to this guy, blah, 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 blah. It's nice. And then, like, we talk for, like, an hour. Like, the conversation is flowing. And then we move to another spot, and then, like, we go to a GS because we couldn't find a place to drink. And then we sit outside. It's just the two of us, and we talk again. We spent, like, 3 hours together just bonding and vibing and talking. You know, and at the end of the date, like, we both said we want to see each other again and all that stuff, and you know, we hugged, and then like I was coming to where you guys were. I forgot the name of the bar or club, whatever.
What's that place called? Where we were?
Harlem.
We were separated.
Yeah, the name doesn't matter, but I was going to a club that they were at, and then I drove there. Like, the guy dropped me off there because I did not know the location. So he dropped me off and we hugged.
Were you at the workshop?
No. It was the H, starts with an H.
Oh,
We were smoking.
the one in Hubby and
Harlem.
Hustle.
Oh.
Hustle. That's where we're at.
Oh,
Hustle.
yes.
And then, like,
Harlem.
I said Harlem. I also didn't say Hoboken or something. So he dropped me off there, then we hugged in the cab and all that stuff. And then he was like, we'll talk. But at that moment when I came to you guys, I was still very excited about the date. So like I was still buzzed and, you know, within that feeling. So
You didn't show that you felt the energy shift.
So I came to you guys and I was like, yeah, what's up? Doing like this might be day, baby. And then Lesejo, I don't know if I told Sejo this, but like I think I did. The next, not the bourbon on my channel.
Excuse me.
Then like Sejo, that you know, friend, I think I told you. I woke up about 6 and I was hyperventilating. I had the worst stress. I had the worst anxiety. I could not breathe. I started pacing around the room, and then I started crying.
Oh Lord.
I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because I'm a bad bitch.
Shit.
And then I
But
started
bad
like...
bitches have their moments where they just don't feel good.
They do. And that's okay. And then like I went outside, like I was just pacing, and then I went to a GS25, I got some alcohol, I came back. I still was not feeling well. When I was walking back from the GS25, that's a convenience store, I started crying worse. I was like, these bitches gotta wake up. I texted Karen and Robin and Leander. I was like, you guys, if you are awake, please wake the fuck up. Because you were with your means, child. I was like...
She ain't waking up.
She ain't waking up for nothing. And y'all overslept.
I was dead. D-E-G.
But I woke them up and stuff. And Karen was still sleeping. And then I walked in the room and I was just crying and Robin hugged me. And like Karen like woke up and she started praying for me. Because I was just hyperventilating, child. I was not feeling okay. And then, the day went on and stuff. And then, the thing that sort of, like, solidified the fact that this man is probably lying about how he felt was the fact that, guys, when you go on a date with someone and you like them, don't you want to know their every move, like what they are doing the next day, their plans? Don't you want not in a sexual way, but you just want to be under their skin.
You just want to be under, like, not even in a bad way. It's just like, I had such a great time. What are you doing today?
Can we hang
out? Like,
you still in Seoul?
How was your day?
How was your day? What are you doing?
What
you want to go check out
today?
this place? Like, you know?
And the thing is, like, for me, I genuinely was very interested in him. I told him. And, like, I was the one who was checking up on him, like, you know, how was your day? Like, how are you sleeping? And all that stuff. What are you doing today? And, that was that on that. Like, so we stopped chatting at, like, this is now after my meltdown. I'm still talking to this man. So after, like...
After your meltdown, you're still talking to this
Not
man.
Leander sleeping on my child. Michelle, this is the ghetto.
I'm not sleeping. I'm
But,
just closing my eyes.
But after that, so we... Vuga, oh, get the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck
We're
out.
gonna hug one.
So, and then we went out and then we went for lunch. And then I remember you guys telling me over lunch because I don't know if it was you or Robin, but someone saw that I was actually not okay. And y'all were like, why don't you text some friend, like, ask him, you're still gonna be in Seoul until late, and it's still like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so ask him what is he doing, like, does he want to hang out and all that stuff. I message him, he does not look at the message, does not respond. I'm just like, that day, guys, I'm not gonna lie, when we went to Seoul and we were at the restaurant where Berkeley was at, I was miserable, but I couldn't show it.
Yeah.
I was miserable, but I did not want to show it.
We knew it though.
I did not want to show it. I was like doing it like it's my B-day. But because I'm an actor or whatever.
He thinks he's an actor, not really though.
I'm an actor. So this is gonna be so long. But that was it in a nutshell. And then I went home. And then this man is not even, that's what also fucked me over. This man is not even looking at, did you arrive home safely? You're not from Seoul.
That's a
red flag. You're not from Seoul. Like, are you home safe? Did you enjoy your day? Are you okay? You know? So he was not checking up on me for a day. Mind you, I traveled to Seoul to come see him. So yeah, not necessarily him, but like he was also on the itinerary, you know? So yeah, I got home and all that stuff. And I was just bothering my friends. I was just like, guys, something ain't right. And eventually, like, y'all were like, you know what? Fucking do something, like message him and all that stuff. And I consulted so many people, guys. I even consulted my mom, and I don't consult my mom about my niggas. Like, I never. That's how much. Not diggers. Like, that's how much I liked him. Like, I wanted my mom to step in and be like, give me advice, you know? And then yeah, like I messaged him and I was like, Mugai,
what's
like,
going on?
I feel like there's been an energy shift. I feel like there's been I feel like he's like so violent. I feel like there's been an energy shift, like what the hell's going on? You know? And that's when he was like, oh yeah, like I had such a fun time with you and all that stuff. And then I dragged this whole thing, but this is the moment I want to talk about, and it goes back to the question, do you believe in love at first sight? And he said to me, yeah, I had such a fun time. You feel like someone that I've known for a long time and stuff, but I did not feel the sexual chemistry. And I usually feel it on the first date.
That's nice.
Dude, and he was like, I usually feel it on the first date. And he was just like, yeah, so, but we can still hang out.
No.
Rest, my baby.
Bust down, Snoriana. You've been
I'm not bothering
snoring.
anyone.
You're snoring. So he was like, yeah, but we can still, we can still hang out. I'm like, hold up. Wait
Cut
a
the
minute.
cameras, yeah.
There it is.
Wait a damn minute.
Because I was just like, for me, guys, let's start with the sexual chemistry. I feel like when you don't feel sexual chemistry for a person, you'll never feel it.
You will.
No matter
That's the truth.
what you do, you will never feel it ever. No matter how much you force yourself to feel it, you will never. So when he was like to me, but we can still hang out, I was like, how the hell do we hang out when you just said that to me? How does that make sense? You know? So I was just like, you know what? I need some time to think about it. Like, I still need to process everything because this motherfucking sucks. It hurts as hell for you to tell me that, like, we don't have sexual chemistry and all that stuff when I feel like...
You guys didn't even have the opportunity
We
to
did
even, like...
not.
I don't know. Must I be, like, on your lap and, like, grind
On
forward?
you.
Nah.
For me, can I tell you guys, I do not know, maybe the people out there who have this, like, but for me, I feel like dating is not what we've been made to believe in the 21st century, where it should be this linear thing, where, like, if we don't chat and then after that we kiss and we go fuck, it was not a feeling, it was not real. I feel like I always make an example. Obviously it's a different culture, society, but with Korean people, they will take you on like 3 or 4 dates before they can even do anything sexual with you.
And he wanted off the bat, first day, let's go, baby.
First day, like, I'm just like, but that's not what I'm looking for. And it's funny because I thought we were on the same page, you know? Like, he made me believe that we were on the same page, which kind of sucks because I felt like we had such a deep connection and things where you have to be sexual, those are things that build up. You gain momentum as you go on different dates because you don't go on the same motherfucking date where you sit in a cafe and you do more adventurous
No, but
things on
also
the
that
second
says
date.
a lot about his character. Who he is as a person.
She was saying this
Yes,
the
and
whole
I said
time.
this too. I was like, it says a lot about who he is. His whole vibe is that, and congratulations, brother. When I rock,
Yo,
do your thing, my love. But don't be in character and try to act like someone that you're not. Because he came to you with the whole notion of, I'm here to love you and nurture you, and we are gonna.
And like you guys shared such
That's
deep
terrible,
and intimate
man.
conversations.
Dude.
Brenda.
You can get the fuck out.
we did. And get the fuck out of my house.
Get the fuck out of my house.
And for me, like, that kind of sucked. It hurt. Because, like, it left me feeling like, am I unattractive? Like, in
Like he rejected
Friend,
me
you
off
thought
my
you were the
looks.
problem.
my
Yeah,
looks, like
you
my
thought you were the
personal
problem. I'm like,
appearance.
this man is the problem.
I'm like, I guess kabinkihle.
Show me, he's the
I'm
problem.
So, like, it left me with having so many questions, and it's that whole notion of, like, love at first sight. Like, what the hell is there? So, love at first sight for me personally,
It's a scam.
it's
It's a
never been
scam,
a
bro.
thing, and I will not lie. Every guy,
Contender of love at first sight.
you're onana. And for me, the thing is, like, every guy that I feel like I've been love at first sight with, it was always lust.
Always.
It was always lust. I wanted
Always.
their bones
Friend,
so bad.
You don't know who they are. You don't know.
Like, so
Kim
how
said,
can you love them?
How can
if
you love
They
someone
can
you
be a
don't
based
know?
off their
murderer.
looks? You can't.
They
It's
can
not.
be a
That man could be
murderer.
that man could be killing people, child. You don't know shit.
Exactly.
Because if he's got blue eyes and he's very beautiful and he's a black man.
And you like, do it like it's your BZ.
No. That man is not your husband.
He ain't your husband.
He's not your husband.
He a killer, child.
He's a killer.
He a murderer.
He's a murderer, child.
So, like, yeah, that whole notion of love at first sight, it doesn't exist.
It does
It's
zero.
not for me. What's your... I feel like I'm revealing everything I'm doing in my private life.
Alright.
But what's your take on polyamorous relationships? So, for anyone who doesn't know what polyamory means, it means that you can be a husband or a wife or a girlfriend or a boyfriend. You've been together for a long time. Doesn't necessarily have to be a long time. But you as a couple have made the decision that you want to have romantic relationships and sexual relationships outside of your main relationship. You guys are still the main characters in this whole thing, but you have your own branches. You have your own franchises.
Not a franchise, child.
It's the best way I can explain it. So what do you guys think about those situations? Because I was in that kind of situation recently.
Okay, so personally, I am not for polyamorous relationships.
Why? Don't be a
Friend, like, I
whore.
can't-
Be a whore.
He needs to get out.
He needs to get out of my house. He needs to get out of my house. I spray holy water on him and be like, get the fuck out
This
of
is my
my
house.
house.
Champagne, child.
No, like for me, I
Fuck us.
can't. Like, I feel like a relationship is a very sacred thing. Marriage is a covenant.
Yeah.
Like it's a
Not a
covenant.
coven.
It's a covenant.
It's a covenant. I wanted to say
I
covenantal.
was like, the witches are
I want to say
ruined. honey.
covenantal. I want to say covenantal, but
Yeah.
like it's a covenant, you know. To bring a third person into that, like, is, and personally, like, let's not even speak about the
Yeah.
spiritual side. Like I myself, like, I can't do that. Like, I get attached to people so easily. Like,
But
how
like
am
you will have a relationship with that person. It's not like it's a dip it and zoom it kind of situation. You have a relationship with your main nigga,
Yeah.
and you have a relationship with that other
I
nigga,
can't do that.
And that's
and it's open. You're not hiding.
that's her point of view, and I get that. I personally would love to have Kiz's view, and I have Kiz's view, but I also think about how people are today. It's very
Yeah.
hard.
It
Very,
is.
very hard to expect someone to be about you and just you.
You.
Because the truth of the matter is, mostly, 90% of the time, I'm not going to say all the time, people don't know how to be monogamous. Monogamy is very, very scary for people.
I do believe it still exists though.
It does. That's why I
I
said
do
90.
believe it does.
As I said, 90, 10%, 100%.
Yeah.
10%, 100%. You heard me.
I feel like the monogamy in the 21st century is in our periphery. And like the more you move forward, the more it dwindles, the more it disappears.
Show me.
It's not necessarily. I'm not necessarily saying like just be whores and cheat.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like sometimes I feel like the notions that we have on marriage and dating in the 21st century, it's kind of outdated. It's very archaic. We are subscribing to standards that worked in the past and not now. And a lot of people right now, they are realizing that, you know what, it's okay to have many
Multiple
people of
people.
interest, you know, because as we said before, there are
But-
like 7 billion people
But
in this
friend,
damn
my
world.
problem is energy as well. Like,
Yeah, okay.
guys, energy is a very big thing, especially if you're married to someone, right?
Yeah.
And you guys are like going out. Mind you, this is very personal view. It has nothing to do with everyone else. But mind you, personal view, if you are married and your energy, you're going out and you're mixing and matching with other people's
Yep.
energy, and they are
Yep.
mixing and matching with other people, then you wonder
Then
why.
you wondering why all of
why,
this energy
yeah, why
is-
shit happens, and you're like, oh, what the fuck is going on, baby?
Yeah.
And also, it's very hard to control
It's
multiple
energy.
situations.
It's hard to control people
It's
in general
hard.
because everyone has their own feelings. Now,
Because remember also within these polyamorous relationships, right? Let's say, I'm just making an example. Let's say you and your boyfriend have a polyamorous
Yeah.
situation. He has another girlfriend, you have another
Another
boyfriend,
boyfriend.
and that
Yeah.
boyfriend has their own situation. This one has their
Then, like,
own.
then leave me the hell out of this drama.
Serious.
cut the camera.
Cut the cameras.
Cut the camera.
Like, leave me out of that drama. For me, it's
It's
just
going
like
to be dramatic as hell.
But
People
I
are going
like
to
it.
cry.
people are
When
going to
you're
cry. It's
whore,
going to end in
just say you're whore
tears.
and
And
keep it
move on.
pushing. Because
It's going
Guys,
to end in tears.
leave
me out of that drama.
It's tears.
Please tell me how. Okay, so how do you, if you were
How
in a
do you see it?
polyamorous relationship,
How would you see
I'm
it?
in a polyamorous relationship.
right? If you are,
Yeah.
Oh, no, right. Okay, if you were or are
Yeah.
or whatever. Okay, you were just with this person, and then you're going back home to your main, and you're
Now you
hugging
have to
them, and you're
unpack
holding them.
All those things that you did
You're
an hour
holding them
ago.
and then you're busy kissing them and saying, "Baby, I love you." Where is your love coming
Yeah.
from? Like how true is your love? If you were literally with just somebody else
And
doing
you were
the
loving
deed,
on the same
and you were
thing
loving
that you're
on the
doing
same
now.
thing, and then you came to me and
But
you're
I
like,
believe
how
that-
sincere are you as your love then?
I'm very much sincere because I believe that it's very possible to love more than one person at once.
Okay, yeah, it goes with beliefs though. It does. If you
I
believe, yeah,
genuinely
it goes
do.
with beliefs though. Because think about
But
it.
in the
genuinely
same way,
do.
like love them in the same way.
It's not gonna be the same.
Not the same.
It's
It can
never gonna be the same. It's never gonna be the same. But I genuinely.
I find that with Nico's kind of point of view
Okay.
is that I'm loving on you and I've been with you for so long and you take care of me emotionally.
Yeah.
The next person is Faki Kali.
Not necessarily fucking Kelly. I'm not.
Oh, physically. Oh yeah? Oh yeah?
Say that again.
No. Nigger.
On a public platform. Show me, but sometimes
Not
someone
him looking like Zola Savage. Number one Tootsie. Not the Scabenga from
Let him sleep on
Siri.
your shoulder.
I'm gonna.
Skavenga.
No man, let him sleep on your
Thank
shoulder.
you.
Let him sleep.
But not necessarily.
But show me, no,
not
okay, when I
friend-
say physically, I mean physically, and this person makes your blood boil when they touch your hand. It's like a
No,
Yeah.
friend, but I feel like the next person, for you can never get enough love. Like there's nothing as enough love. I feel like the other person would just add an extra element of love.
when I
towards your
just
life.
when I just you're
Get rid of-
you're an only child.
Get rid of something and get rid of something.
Yeah, true. O batla gole, o be one.
How
So,
many did you?
yeah.
So yeah, guys, literally.
Child.
We have divulged and we have spoken about everything under the sun, motherfucking sun. But yeah, I feel like that's the end for today. Do you guys have anything else to add? Anything that you want to, If nothing, Hugh Child, look at me, I'm drunk as fuck. Oh, child.
I'm on some drunk shit.
We got our rapper over here, child, from Detroit.
From Detroit.
From Detroit.
That was Americana.
Biden is my president.
Oh my gosh, she's saying,
T2YL, G2G.
oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. Who's the South African president? Oh, Ramaphosa.
Oh my goodness, I'm so embarrassed.
I was like, is it Jay-Z? I'm like,
That's your president?
that's my man.
And I stand by it.
And I'm a stand
I'm gonna say Bazan.
I thought it was Jay-Z. I
To me-
swear it was Jay-Z. I forgot it was Ramaphosa. I forgot. I forgot. Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this conversation or these conversations were very interesting.
I think so.
I think they were very interesting. Like, I feel like, you know, me and my bitches, we be talking and we be,
Come see for yourself. Come to Asia.
you know, I do not know about this nigger. I don't know about this, but Leander is dead and gone.
DED.
But thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.
Peace,
Guys,
love, and rainbows.
Guys, let's clink clink and say goodbye. 1, 2, 3.